that we've had this type of layout. So you're looking at outside zone number 1, getting on that wall and riding all the way around. So we have Matt Field going live now.
Here we go, Matt Field in his Falcon Tires Drift Cave Corvette. Again, currently leading the pack in the points. And Field just sticking it to the wall. Little shimmy there. Now he's going to come off into that second outside zone, into the third outside zone. Nice job there by Matt Field. Good angle. He's going to tighten it up to that inside flip. Look at the counter steer of those wheels, man. Great job. The 4 stars go around
through most of the course. So we're going to looking at his initiation again, on throttle right away as he gets the car to ankle. And he's doing a great job through 1. He's up high. He's not rubbing the bumper on the wall all the way, but he's also not down low. So he's doing a pretty good job. There was that handbrake pull there on
threw
zone 2.
A little more at it, didn't he?
Yeah, so you can see a little bit of a bobble there as he did that. But coming through inside clip number 1, nice and smooth through the second half of the track. Good job from Matt Field.
Yeah, I know. With a 9-0, Matt Field out of the gate with a 90. You can see leaving a little bit of angle. This Rockstar energy drink. Toyota GR Supra on Nitto tires. Freddie and his lovely wife officially getting married. Congratulations to them. Here we go. Frederick Osbo throws it in. Look at that gold nose just shining in the sun. Beautiful day and a beautiful looking car. Big angle there from Frederick. Now coming down into that second outside zone, really on that razor's edge, into what we call the power alley. Now into that inside clip. I mean, textbook, man. These guys, I really, again, bears repeating, love starting, a little straightening out there towards the end, but that's
finish line, and we'll have to take another look and see if he did bump the wall and if that's what straightened him up. Decent initiation from Osbo, though, as he goes through outside zone number 1. He's high in the zone. Car's not moving a lot. You can see some slight movements there, but nothing really major as he comes to outside zone 2. Nice and smooth through there. You can see his momentum, the pace that he carried through there was really smooth as well. Coming by inside clip 1, pretty decent there as he rotates the car for outside zone 4. Yeah, and right there
the pits and an 89, so just a bit outside, and you can see line 36.
Transitions, I believe.
All right, here we go. Ryan Turk thrown down that Rain X, and again, another Toyota driver, another Nitto tire, another Rockstar driver. Ryan Turk hammering down in that Toyota GR Corolla. Gets that victory in Long Beach. Can he do it again? Transitions through that power alley now into that inside clip. Could have gone a little tighter there, but bit of an awkward angle.
Late on outside zone 3, so we'll have to look at that again. But he did manage to get close to the inside clip. So let's look at his initiation, pretty smooth there. As he goes through outside zone 1, you can see that he's running really high. A couple of little movements in the car there as he comes through outside zone 1. Leaving that zone to outside zone 2. Nice line through there. Good pace as he comes to outside zone number 3. And you can see he hung on that wall really, really long. Managed to get by inside clip number 1, but I think he had to work to get the car there. And then coming by outside zone 4, you can see
an 88, so we're slowly decreasing. Chris the Force Forsberg running that GTR engine under the hood of the all-new Z. He's had a busy couple weeks. You see all his Nissans are set up at Nissan showroom there at Nissan North America's headquarters. Here we go. Chris Forsberg initiates into the bank. Good angle from Forsberg. Look at that. You saw him just sticking it to the wall. Really well done. This is textbook. This is what we've seen from all the other drivers now. Let's see how he handles the power rally. Brings it into the second and now the third. Nice fluid transition. Like he hung on the wall, tightens it up. Very similar line to what we saw from Ryan Turk, and now brings it into that final clip.
Really nicely done from Chris Forsberg. So let's look at it from the eye in the sky here. This is going to give us an idea of pace throughout the course. Is he maintaining pace where he should on the track, or is he slowing down in some areas? So look at how settled the car is. There's no movement in that car at all. Yep. Right at the end there, slight bobble, but really looking smooth. Great transition. Could have been deeper in zone number 3 there, but pretty decent on that inside clip. Overall, really smooth run from Chris.
Good transition going. Number 1 qualifying position. Matt Sopa, our starter, sends him down the track through that start chicane. Here we go, the Royal Purple O'Reilly Auto Parts Falcon Tire BMW. Dylan Hughes turns on the headlights. Are his headlights flashing right now? Weird. All right, through that big bank. Comes off it, quick little handbrake pull into that second outside zone, into the third. You can see him lift a little bit there, but again, that momentum, winning sideways, it's going to slow down the car naturally as opposed to tapping the...
At the moment, I would think that he's going to get a pretty decent score here. It's pretty smooth. Again, the initiation, just not the snappy initiation that we'd like to see through there. So, maybe a point or 2 off in that area. Going through that zone, though, high, looks pretty smooth. And then looking at the pace, coming through this infield area, doing it pretty well. He's selling where he's supposed to, getting the car placed in the right position.
All right, Dylan Hughes, fluid all the way. Defaults to style, and it goes on through many different. Oh, look at that great view there from from the drone. All right, let's see what Chelsea Nofa's got. Initiates, very fluid. Look at that front right, man, just locking up on that corner. Listen to the exhaust note. Absolutely pinned. Chelsea Nofa into that third outside zone. The RTR, big angle, man. You can see all the way into the cabin, man. Holy cow, there's the Type S light here, Chelsea Nofa. And look at Chelsea ripping through the course. Like I said, just so fluid. That exhaust note. You can see it looks like he got in a little tussle with another driver into that third outside zone. Tight to that front clip. Look at that. Just absolutely massive angle there. From how we, obviously show the different criteria and the number associated to it. Here we go, Odi Bakshi's Falcon tires, field suspension, S15. Into that bank. Let's see how the car reacts. Really well done. Like, I mean, again, just all these cars are just so settled on that massive bank. Just wound up, that supercharged LS popping into that third outside zone. Really well done there on that inside clip. Swings it, snap. Oh no! Oh no!
Through the finish, and
that's a roadblock.
That is a big roadblock right there. That's a good way to put it, Jared.
So unfortunate for Odi. He had a great run up until that point.
He did, yeah. And this will really show the that reduction in speed and pace through that area as we watch it from the drone. This gives us the best indication of where, and he left zone number 3 perfectly.
Nice.
So watch the way the car is flowing here, the momentum of the car right there. Just straightens up.
It seemed like it popped out of gear. Good official, unfortunately for Odi Bakshi. So pretty much everybody on this list, so it should be 36 drivers. Here we go. We'll talk about that in a moment. Here goes Travis Reeder. Travis Reeder who got the victory. He got a win earlier this year, which is absolutely awesome. That was in New Jersey. And now into that second outside zone, into the third, through that power alley. This is his home track as well. We talk about he's from Vancouver, Washington, and bringing it into that final outside zone. Really well. Vancouver, Washington zone, Travis Reeder.
Love this view. Let's look at the initiation. He does a little flick. Pretty good rotation to initiation there as he goes through outside zone 1. You can see he's dropping down a little bit below that top set of marks on the ground there, the lines. So not quite as high as we'd like on outside zone number 1. You can see that he left zone 3 early as well. So he's definitely going to get some points knocked off online. And as he comes into outside zone 4 here.
84. Fortunately, you weren't there with us, but the first ever purpose-built North American Drift Coliseum at E-Town. All right, the Garagistic BMW E36. Now into that bank. Could be a little higher on the bank, but good fluidity, good angle from him, exciting run. Ooh, comes up a bit shallow on that second outside zone, definitely finds his way into the third. Just rolling over that first hash mark into the final outside zone.
Misjudged where the car would end up, and he missed outside zone 2, so he didn't quite have the momentum to carry him all the way to outside zone 2 fully. And like you said, right there, he's a little bit low on outside zone number 1. Could be higher, need that bumper right up in the wall, and he does get up late in the zone, and then unfortunately misses outside zone 2 completely. Does a much better job through outside zone 3, and you can see his line through the inside clip, pretty solid there, maybe a foot or 2 off, and then as he transitions for outside zone 4, nice smooth arc through there.
So you can see deceiving track that is St. Louis with all those outside zones and how difficult it was, but Kazuya Taguchi made it a perfect event, number 1 qualifier, and eventually wins the event. Let's see how he performs here in Seattle. The Up Garage ISAR performance, 86 into the outside zone. You got to think just a lot of confidence in his corner. And in between the game of inches, in between his ears, talking about in his head. Okay, I see you, Taguchi. Well done. Blending in, yellow, black. Black and yellow, little Wiz Khalifa action now. Into that final outside zone goes Kazuya Taguchi. Just one of elation.
I think his initiation was slightly slow to get to angle. You can see it took a little while to get the car all the way up. Slight movements in his car here through zone 1, but he is really high in the zone. He's up right on the wall pretty much through the entirety of that zone. Great line through outside zone 2 and 3. Good job there. The pace that he's carrying through the infield is really what we're looking for. He's not slowing down in awkward places, and then a beautiful line through.
So it's just unfortunate turn of events. A 93, woo! Good place. Kenshiro Gushi, one of the remaining OGs from 2004, this being our 19th year, him and Chris Forsberg, the remaining drivers, and Kazuya Taguchi, or excuse me, Ken Gushi, great driving here. Good initiation for Kenshiro. I know he was over in Japan, and you can see the threes racing now, comes in. The car looks great and just performs when he debuted this thing in Atlanta, and right now it looks like just really dialing in this turbocharged 6-cylinder.
All right, as he comes up to initiation, let's see how he gets the car to angle. Pretty decent job there. You can see that he's pretty close up to that wall. We can't really use those white stripes with every car. They're all different lengths, you know, so it's kind of deceiving in that sense, but really looking where that back bumper's placed. Good job through outside zone 2. Could have been deeper in 3, and he left it early, so he's going to get some points deducted on line there. On the first hash mark through the inside clip, and much better job on line through outside.
We go with an 89 for Kenshiro Gushi. So the only inner clip to outside zone 4. It's gonna get tough.
Yes, it is.
Here we go. This is Stuckey, Daniel Stuckey, Stuckey Racing M-Spec Performance S14 Port 9. No. Unfortunately, 2 more rounds after this. This is round 6. We got Utah, and then of course Irwindale. Masuyama. See how aggressive. Nice little little manji into it. Throw some more angle at it. Really tight to that wall. As Masuyama now comes down, let's see how he handles outside zone 2. Ooh, kind of an awkward little crab walk there going to outside zone 2. I want to take a look at that again. Transition, big flick from him into that final outside zone.
The sky, which will give us every single bit of nuance that we need. So you can see here as he gets the car up to outside zone 1, he's doing what we are looking for there, and that's putting the bumper right on the wall from start to finish. You want to see that bumper almost grazing the wall, and then here on outside zone 2, since there's no wall, you want to see the tire on the edge of the track, right on the edge of that yellow line. You can see there he left outside zone number 3 a little bit early, but really, really great run from Masuyama overall.
An 89 for Masuyama, an 89. Yo. Here we go, Brandon Sorensen, 18 years old. Here we go, throwing it in, the Air Force BMW from Las Vegas, a 702. High flying, Brandon Sorensen. Into that second outside zone, big angle from him now. It transitions into the third outside zone. Let's see how he handles this inside clip. Could have been a little closer, a lot of angle there. That was nice. I thought he... Ryan, your thoughts?
I think at initiation there was a bit of a bobble. Let's see right there. You can see the front wheels went straight-ish, not all the way straight, but he's fighting hard to keep this car at angle. You can see that front right locking up, so he's riding that foot brake, trying to keep the car rotated, and then right there may have dropped a tire over outside zone number 2, outside zone 3, not fully up against that wall, so the tire wasn't really in the box either. Need him to get closer to that zone number 3 wall.
83 and 83. Track, we are good to go. Clear to send. Justin Pollock, originally from Michigan, was in Southern California. The hotline now moved out to Utah. Made the truck out here. Big angle from JTP. Nice job. You can see him bringing it on in. Look at that counter steer. You know, that's the cool thing with the white wheels. They really highlight when you got that angle. All right, past that inside clip and bring it on in to that final outside zone.
Really great initiation. Let's look at it from the drone. It should give us a great view of that flick to initiation. Really nice. Doesn't get up to the wall all the way. Doesn't even look like halfway through. No, he stays off of it quite a bit. Quite the majority of that outside zone. And right there, he's had a really odd decel at outside zone number 2, and you can see it was kind of awkward through outside zone 3 as well. So I don't think he had the car quite positioned the way he wanted it to be from outside zone 1 to 2. And
JTP, Justin Pollock.
I think my personal...
Well, what
Kevin
will a
has
computer
a nice
do with
setup.
a lifetime supply of chocolate?
It categorizes everybody, basically.
Yeah, it's yes. Yeah. All right, here we go. Radical Daniel, Rad Dan in that gear wrench, Rad Industries GT Radial, beautiful looking Mark IV Supra. Always rocking the Supra and the mullet out back. Into that second outside zone, great angle from him into that third. Brad Dan, yep, barely knocking over that inside clip. Oh, big hit.
Oof.
Massive back left.
So that they don't get hit even if the driver is within the track.
That's great. Here we go, Michael Essa here in the FCP Euro, Liqui Moly, Bill Stein, BMW, the former champ Essa. Kind of just eases on into that angle, gets tight to the wall. Nice job by Essa. So he completes that outside zone 1 into outside zone 2. Man, absolutely just burning and roasting those tires in outside zone 3. Let's see how tight he gets. Right on that first hash mark. And popping his way into that final outside zone. Very fluid.
On throttle, he was not lifting. So decent initiation from Mike Essa there, and then pretty good line through outside zone 1. You can see that back bumper, maybe 3, 4, 5 feet there as he gets near the end of it. Little lift as he comes to outside zone 2, gets the car transitioned for 3. Pretty good job there. Didn't leave it right at the end, but nice and tight on the clip. Going through outside zone 4, left.
That AZ Rags BMW. This thing, just wait. Listen, here we go. Listen to this thing. Absolutely.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh, son of a gun.
That was a decent.
Great looking S15 from Port Jeff Station, New York. Got some power, baby. Turn it up. Oh boy! Looped it. That could have been way worse.
Great.
That they are busy individuals, and they're all in top 16 in St. Louis. So let's see what Yves got here. This 86 Toyota Gazoo Racing from Switzerland. Yves Meyer. Yeah, getting aggressive. Wind it up, baby. You can see him now coming down into that power alley. Here comes Yves Meyer. Let's see the transition here. Very fluid. Looks like the car is absolutely dialed. About the second hash. Could have got close to that inside clip. And then all the way across the finish. I like that.
Confident.
Yeah.
He was on throttle. You could hear him coming around outside zone 1. Actually, the car was revving more the longer he went through the zone. So you could tell that he was on that wall right there. Really great job from him on line. A couple of bobbles from that car in that area, but overall, really smooth. Could have been a little deeper in zone 2. He missed a lot of zone 3, it looks like, from that view. Decent job there, maybe on the 1.5 mark, hash mark on inside clip, but great job.
Meyer puts him into 14th, so an 84. Sound and look just like him, right? I mean, I'm just saying, you ever seen Justin Timberlake and me in the same room?
All right, Nick Novak.
Here we go,
on the
Nick
track.
Novak, Nakora Works, GT Radial, BMW, initiates, falling down a little wavering, but now it looks like he got it settled. Let's see how he goes into this power alley. Quick little yank of the handbrake into the third outside zone. You can hear him lifting off the throttle, but just that natural slowing down and decel into that final outside zone.
All right, so let's look here as Nick Novak comes up to initiation. We'll be able to see the rotation of the car here. A little flick to the right, nice rotation, but unfortunately there's a lot of movement in the car as he comes through outside zone 1, and you can see that he's not as high as we'd like to see him through outside zone 1, but you can see that he's on throttle, definitely doing that, so he comes outside zone number 2. Bit of a hesitation there, doesn't fill outside zone 3 all the way. A little bit off of inside clip 1, and right here as he transitions, there's a big lift right there, and then he gets back on throttle, little wall tap.
Kind of flirting with, being in. Here we go, Jeff Jones. Evil AutoWorks, Prisma Labs, Nissan 370Z from Sun Valley, California. Ninja Turtle riding shotgun. Hero and a half shell. Jeff Jones power through that big bank. Party dude coming now into the second outside zone. Big angle from Jones into the third. See if we can tighten it up, put a bow on it, baby. Nice job by Jones, snapping into that last outside zone, flirting with that wall.
Yeah, you can see that there was some hesitation in some areas where there shouldn't have been, some decel maybe in an area where there shouldn't be, but outside zone 1, on throttle, pretty aggressive through this first banked area. You can see that he tried to back the car up right there. He got a couple of handbrake pulls where there shouldn't be handbrake pulls, but overall, he got through the course, mostly in the right area. just made some little decels and some little corrections in some areas that we would.
Jones puts him into lucky number 13. All the different scores, different areas. Like you said, sectors are broken down into 5 here, 5 there. I mean, there's 10 points on that on the big bank that Dean Carnage Carney's going to initiate into, that HyperNFT.io, bringing the metaverse and the supercars, the hypercars into the metaverse. Nice job there by Dean Carnage Carney, coming now into that second outside zone. Woo, using all the course into that third outside zone. You see him kind of check up there on the transition into that inside clip. Absolutely roasting the tires. Always a great looking car. Ireland. What's that?
I thought it was Waterford, Ireland.
It is Waterford.
Oh, I was right.
Yep.
All right, Dean gets the car to angle there at initiation pretty nicely. Coming through outside zone 1, he's not far from the wall. It looks pretty solid through there. You can see he's on throttle, putting the car almost all the way up against that wall. Coming to outside zone number 2, decent line through there, but then he, I think, was going too fast through the outside zone 2 area. We'd like the drivers to slow down a bit at the end of zone 1, and it looks like he sped through the infield, and because he came up...
An 84 for Dean Carnage Carney, driving the Fiorella. He says the car is a beast. He loves it. He's absolutely elated at where the vehicle's at for him right now. So let's see this Pennzoil Lubricants Ferrari. Yeah, it's a Ferrari, kids. Gotta love it. Spinning the Nexon tires into that first big outside bank. Now in that second outside zone, let's see how it transitions. Very fluid. Into that inside clip. Now bring it across.
Little hesitation on initiation. As he comes around outside zone 1, you can see there's a little bit of space between the back of the car and the wall, and it grows a little bit bigger as he gets through the zone. Coming to outside zone number 2, a bit of a hesitation there, and then as he transitions for outside zone 3, he leaves it early, doesn't quite fill it all the way, and this is the biggest hesitation right here. There's a big handbrake and a pretty big slowdown there. Gets back on throttle, bumps the wall.
77, so let's see. LZ in the AutoZone Pennzoil Mustang RTR Spec 5D. Here we go, the signature fade. Let's see if he can fade on into this outside zone. Good initiation there from Adam LZ. You can see locked and loaded. Car settled. Needed to be a little bit higher on that bank. And then comes up shallow on that second outside zone. Definitely gets into that third outside zone. Tighten it up at the second marker. Now transitions into that last and final outside zone.
Let's look at what Adam LZ did here on his lap. So great initiation, like you said, Jared, got the car to angle really nicely. Didn't quite get all the way out to that wall. You can see quite a bit of distance between the left rear of his car and the wall. As he comes here into the infield, completely misses outside zone number 2. Gets into zone 3, leaves it slightly early, about at the first hash mark on inside clip number 1, and then barely. You
can see the style of 20. Ryan Little of Power Stop Brakes, Nissan S15. Coming to us from Colton, California. The 909 into that outside zone. RB powered S15. Now come on in. Quick little correction, but massaging into that second outside zone. Into the third. And that signature RB sound. And that final outside zone.
Roll to initiation to angle. It wasn't really the snap that we'd like to see. Yeah, you can see there, it's sort of a stepped initiation. It's not as fast, not as snappy, not as accurate. It was that step, and then going through outside zone 1, off the wall by quite a big margin. There's a correction in angle right there as he goes to outside zone number 2, leaves outside zone 3 early, doesn't get all the way wide there either, and then as he transitions here for outside zone 4, gets himself in the box nicely, close to the wall.
8 for Ryan Literal, so
that can have a big impact overall. So I'd say that's a great way to start your run. Get the car snapped to angle at initiation nicely, and then run that whole wall as high as you can.
Sorry to cut you off there. Exciting sounding vehicle. This Aston Martin, absolutely beautiful vehicle representing New Zealand. Darren Kelly. I know he messaged me, he's saying he's having some clutch issues, but he's still going to send it, as he said. So Darren Kelly, the heart of racing, Aston Martin. Great sounding vehicle, just so.
Yeah, you can see that he's having an issue getting around outside zone 1, and the car does look a lot slower than you'd expect from most cars, especially near the end of the zone. He does manage to get it not all the way up, but pretty high up in outside zone 1. As he comes outside zone 2, you can see the pace isn't quite there, and the line is definitely not there. So not really putting the car where we'd like to see it, and you can see that last corner, he's going to miss it altogether. So definitely.
Here, and unfortunately, Darren Kelly with that 60 coming us from Becker, Minnesota. Here comes Alec Robbins. All right. Oh, big angle there from Mr. Robbins. See him initiate, but it's falling down the bank. Not exactly where he needs to be. Let's see if he can tighten it up here. Second outside zone, all the way to the course's edge. Really well done there. So for the lack of proximity to the wall, he definitely tightens it up.
Oh. One more time. So as the car, little flick and pretty nice initiation. Just needs to get higher up on that wall. So get some points deducted on line through that area, but overall here, pretty good run. And watch this transit
with an 83. And Simon Olsen coming to us from Norway. Boost Race Fuel Toyota. That brand new Toyota Supra. Now he's running the 2J. You can see that front right locking up. Kind of some wavering there. Now comes down. Let's see how he handles that second outside zone. Really well done. Now into the final and lone inside clip, and Simon Olsen comes on through. 6 to be exact, or 5 actually. From Brazil, Joao, the Barbarious Drift Corvette. Let's see what we got. Brazilian driver, Sheriff. Look at that thing, absolutely on it. Fully torqued, nice job there. Joao Barion, whoa, man, throws some more angle at it. Slingshots into the power alley. This thing is making all sorts of crazy noises. Big angle from him. Oh my gosh. That's the most smoke we've seen from any car today. Holy cow.
Yeah, he's going for blood today. Look at his initiation as he gets the car flicked to angle. There's a bit of a step there in his initiation, but once he gets it to angle through outside zone 1, there's nothing left to that car. That is to the floor. There's absolutely no lifting there whatsoever through outside zone 1. Gets through outside zone 2, outside zone 3, leaves it a little bit early, but then gets on the throttle. Big angle right there. Kind of stalls up a little bit, but on throttle. Little lift, mashes it.
Oh boy, we're hearing some booze down there. Loudness is not a judge criteria. Line, angle, and style. Here we go. Let's talk about Ola Jaeger. Here we go. The Japan Auto. Again, another beautiful Mark IV Supra. Had a heck of a time getting that car from Norway over to here, and now he's feeling more comfortable, getting more dialed. A very unique track here in Seattle for him, but we know he's got it in him. Ola Jaeger now into that inside clip. You got to think now, look into the sun too. That sun is setting. It's right in their eyes going to the inside clip. Pitter patter. Let's get out of here. Here we go. 70. So Santo Domingo. Ichido Metal Dom. Mobile 1 Toyota GR86. Into that first big bank outside zone. Nice job from him. See what Castro's got. Into that second outside zone. And now into the third. Right on that inside clip. Well done. Now brings it across and into that last outside zone. 82, an 82 for Castro. Down. Let's see what Mohan's got. KMR, Renewable Lubricants, Mazda Tricks, Mazda RX-8. Wow, the lone rotary, aggressive on initiation. Has to take a little out of it. You can see him massaging it, working his way like a masseuse. Up, gets closer to the wall, some shimming, some shaking. And then into that third outside zone, some kind of a big lift there into that inside clip. Got to talk about that aggressive driving. 0, so that'll lock him in. Jasper Keys clothing, pretty cool stuff. So if you want to take a look, check out Joshua Love on IG and check out Jasper Keys. The big Duck Club driver, the big angle club right now. Good job there by Josh Love. Put a little love in your heart. Nice job. Let's see how he goes into the power alley. Dips that back left and that back end of the BMW into that inside clip. Here comes Josh Love. Coming on home, baby. 79, a 79, so finds himself in the show. Really judgy McJudge. Judgerson. But first driver, Odie Bakshis, he says it wasn't a driver error, the car turned off. So he was hyped on the run, he's texting me, he's like, dude, I feel like a doofus, but no, man, come on, Odie, you got this. Here we go, Falcon Tire Field Suspension SMT. This is do or die. Is it gonna be one of the four that you're dancing off right now? All signs are saying yes. Again, a very competitive driver, sits 7th in points coming to this round. In that second outside zone through the power, early the third outside zone, now into that inside clip. And look at that, staring right into the sun and coming right, approaching that wall to make sure it doesn't shut down. I'm telling you, that sun's got to be absolutely brutal, huh, Dylan?
Yeah, for sure. Especially earlier when we were going for our first run, something about, especially at the end of practice, like as soon as you would come around, it's like the asphalt was really dark, and then like the whole like white banners was kind of a little bit sketchy, I'm not gonna lie, and it hasn't gotten better.
What do you think of Odie's run right now?
I think he did a great run. A little bit of left foot brake there, coming off of the bank nice and high. He's looking good. I did see him kiss the handbrake there one time, which I did as well on mine. It's kind of a thing. Working around on that zone, looking good. Inside clip, pretty dialed. Nice quick transfer. And finishing it out, running that V8 off the limiter, looking good.
So an 89 for Odie, and again, that's obviously the best.
Maybe qualifying low isn't what you want to do, but you're not out yet.
Get into the show.
Here
we go. All right, so 68 is the cutoff here. So you need above 68 as Rad Dan throws it in. Nice job there so far. A little squirrely Dan here. But Squirrely Dan brings it into that third outside zone, tightens it up. Puts a bow on it, second hash on that inside clip. Very fluid on that last, and 84, so that's promising.